guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my July wrap up, and I can actually say that I have read some decent books this month, or read something at least. I haven't been reading that much for the past 5 months, so I was super excited to actually get something done this month. I ended up reading 5 books, which isn't a lot, but it's a start. So I'm very happy with myself. The first book that I read for this month was Shantaram by Gregory David Roberts, and it's an adult fiction based around Gregory David Roberts. He says that everything is fictionalized and that it is nothing to do with his life, but if you know a bit about his background story, you can definitely match the timeline with the story of the character in the book. I filmed a review for this. It is coming up very soon, so I'll leave a link to it down below once it's up. I thoroughly enjoyed the book. I think it had a lot of philosophical meaning towards it and something that was very in-depth and thought-provoking, so I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Next, I read All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven, or Niven. I'm really sorry if that's not how you pronounce your last name, which is one of the most talked about or raved about book for this year so far. It's young adult contemporary, revolving around a girl and a boy who somehow find themselves together on the roof, on the ledge of a bell tower in school, and their sort of relationship and how they learn to deal with their problems and heal each other. Unfortunately, I did not like this as much as everybody else did. I found it to be quite overhyped. I'm not saying I hated the book. I definitely appreciated Jennifer for writing about themes that don't really crop up in young adult, especially mental health issues. I have a review for this. It came up last night, so I'll leave a link to it down below as well, so you can see what I thought about it, but I only gave it a 3.5 out of 5. And then I read the third book in the Fairyland series by Catherine M. Valenti, and this is The Girl Who Soared Over Fairyland and Cut the Moon in two, sorry, not the man. And so in this one, September goes back to Fairyland again, and she goes on to another adventure. I absolutely love Fairyland. I think I've said this so many times, but it is a world that is very much like Narnia or Neverland or Hogwarts, a world that you really want to go and visit if you were younger, although in my case I still feel like I'm 12. I absolutely love this as well. I've loved all of the books in the series. I'm contemplating as to whether I want to do a full in-depth review about this though, because it is the third book in the series and there's not a lot you can talk about as the series progresses, so I might just finish the series and do a series review overall. But I really like this. I think as the series progresses and as September gets older, you learn a lot more life lessons that your own self would learn as you grow older as well, so I really like that aspect. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read 2 ebooks, the first one being Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider, which is the first book in the Study series. So it's a fantasy series revolving around a girl named Yelena who is in prison because she killed a general's son, and you get to know the backstory to that. But she has a choice to become the king's food tester as a way of living as opposed to being executed. It's very similar to Throne of Glass, I feel like, in the sense that you have 2 female characters who are in jail and then they get a second chance at life, or a second chance, however dangerous it is, and them sort of finding their own role in the world or in the situation that they're in. But I really actually liked Poison Study. It was a lot more better than I expected. It was pretty surprising. I didn't love every aspect of it, but I am intrigued enough to keep reading the series, so we'll see how that goes. I gave that one a 3.5 out of 5. And the last book that I read was Burning Girls by Veronica Shanos. I'm really sorry, I probably butchered that. It's a very short novella. It's based around a Jewish girl who lives in Poland, and her grandmother trains her to be a healer and essentially use magic, I guess, to heal people around the community. And she ends up living in the US with her sister, and their sort of story and the influences that she gets from that culture. The main issue is that the demon is plaguing their family, and her way of trying to solve that issue. Everybody really loved it. I personally thought it was an okay read. I didn't think it really connected with me. I didn't feel like it had a really powerful meaning behind it. So I only gave it a 3 out of 5, but on Goodreads everybody else gave it a 5 out of 5 and they said it was chilling. Maybe it's just me, maybe I missed the point, but I just didn't appreciate it as everybody else did. Right now I am in the middle of The Taming of the Queen by Philippa Gregory, which comes out August the 25th, so very soon. So after I read this, I will definitely be coming out with a review. It's going pretty good so far. It is about King Henry VIII's last queen, Sir Catherine Parr, and how she comes into the position and how she learns to deal with a king who is past his prime. I have always loved Philippa Gregory books, so I'm really excited to finish this off, and we shall see how the rest of August goes after that. Just a quick mention, the Bookshubathon is happening next week and I'm definitely taking part. Keep an eye out for a TBR video to come. I'll leave links to all the details down below. Overall, I had a pretty good month in July. I definitely want to read a lot more in August, but I start uni, so it's a bit hard. We'll see how that goes. Let me know how many books you've read this month, which one was your favourite. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!